Well, hey there, amazing day to you. It is day 11 of the Supersize Your Business Challenge or Supersize Your Life Challenge, whatever works for you. Today I want to talk about ICA or DC and what that means to you in terms of growing your business or growing your experience in life. ICA stands for, and I learned it, and I'm sure they didn't coin the phrase, but the group Getting Clients Without Being Salesy is an online Facebook group that gives away, when you join the group or sign up for their mailing list, a worksheet that describes the ideal client avatar or ideal customer avatar. Now, I call it my dream customers or my dream clients because I've learned about the concept a long time ago, but I didn't always follow it. I want to be working with people that want to be working with me. That makes supersizing your business and growing your business not only a lot easier, but also a lot more fun, a lot more rewarding, and it makes your work life and the things that you do for a living, which, let's be honest, we spend a lot of time making a living and creating our lives. A lot of our time is spent doing what it is that we do to generate income, make money so that we can live the life that we want, do the things we want to do. And so if we're miserable or not working with the right people for us, because it's going to be different for all of us, then our work life can be kind of miserable. You know, we've all had that boss that sucked, that made us feel bad about ourselves or made the work situation miserable in some way, shape, or form. It's the same thing with our customers. If you've got your own business and you are working with the wrong people, it can actually cause major health challenges. I found myself several years ago spending the majority of my time actually negotiating real estate deals with not nice people. And some people can do this kind of work. It's like some people can be a counselor and it doesn't affect them at all. Me, on the other hand, dealing with nasty people that work for big organizations that are harming other people, it doesn't work for me. And that ended up contributing to my stress level and impacting my health because they were not the right people that I should be working with. Now, they weren't my clients. They were just part of the role that I had been in one of my businesses that I needed to interact with on a daily basis. And if we're interacting with people on a daily basis that make us feel bad or icky, I love the word icky, it's not good for us. And so that's part of why this topic is so important. You can pick and do business with anybody you want to on the planet, right? Usually. And a lot of us get good at business and find that we can attract all different types of clients and all different types of customers. But do we really want to? Should we? I'm going to say now in this stage of my career, absolutely not. We need to be attracting to us the people that we love to serve, that we love working with, that we would help even if they weren't paying us, because we want to see them succeed. We want them to succeed sometimes even more than they want to see themselves succeed. Sometimes I'll be working with a client and I love them, so I want them to figure things out and get to where they want to go, even more than they do sometimes. Now, they have to want it the very, very most inside, but my job is to sometimes help them see how much they want it and how capable they are of achieving it. But how do you identify your ideal customer? How do you know who your dream clients are? Well, if you've been in business for any period of time, you've probably, at some time or another, worked with somebody that wasn't your ideal client. That's the fastest way to know who you don't want to work with. And sometimes knowing who we don't want to work with is the quickest way to lead us to who we do want to work with. You can Google and go online and you can search ideal client, dream client, ideal client avatar, and you'll get all kinds of search results. I love worksheets or action sheets, I call them. I like being asked questions and being able to fill in the blanks and answer them. Reminds me of school, and I always liked school once I figured it out. So go get one of those, and what it's going to do is it's going to ask you all kinds of questions about the person you want to work with the most. And you always want to pick one ideal person, that one ideal person. Now, that's really hard for a lot of us because we want to serve everybody still, right? But we have those lessons where we learn that we don't want to serve everybody. I tell the story about I used to do for a while in my Italian food manufacturing business. I found myself having to do, I didn't have to, but I wanted to do store demos. I wanted to go to the store and really interact with our clients' customers to find out what their needs and desires were. So I decided I would go to the grocery stores and do in-store demos, which is another, it's, you know, very entertaining. But I was standing in the frozen food department, cutting up handmade ravioli and serving it to people. And I was in for the rude awakening that everybody didn't want to try my handmade ravioli. Even though it's the best ravioli in the whole wide world, everybody didn't want to try it because it was the beginning of the anti-carbohydrates or low-carb diets and the beginning of the gluten-free phase that people are in, kind of like the keto now. So it'd be the same thing if I were doing those things today. Everybody doesn't want to try them. I don't want everybody to try it. It's an awesome product. I only want the people that are going to love and appreciate it to try it and enjoy it. And then if it works for them, go ahead and buy it. I don't want to just serve it to everybody. But that's where I learned that I don't want everybody to have my product. I don't want to work with everybody. And that's from that day forward, it made me start asking myself questions about, well, who do I want to work with? Who do I want to serve? Who is my product or service absolutely best suited for? And then beyond that, beyond who is it best suited for, in that whole group of who could use it, because there's a lot of people that could benefit from it, who do I most love working with? And what are their characteristics? Their physical characteristics, their economic characteristics, their educational background, their values, their beliefs, their feelings, their attitudes about certain things. Those are almost the most important things I need to know, because if I know who that ideal person is and what makes her tick, mine's a woman named Chris, and I like to name her. And although it's been Chris for, about 6 years now, she has changed a lot in the last 6 years as I have changed what I do and who I serve and who I work with in the last 6 years. And she's still the basic core same person, but just some of her characteristics and some of her way of being has changed. And it makes it really easy for me to communicate and talk to and write things and make posts and things on social media when I'm talking just to her versus trying to talk to everybody. So that is one of the quickest, easiest ways to supersize your business. Today's step, today's one thing, is to go out, get one of those worksheets, or just start brainstorming a list of the characteristics and every detail you can think about of your one ideal client. If you've already done it, just update it and make sure that you're still in alignment with who you want to serve, who you love serving, because that will be the quickest, fastest way that you serve everybody that you want to serve and supersize your business. Have an awesome day. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.